Hello everyone and welcome to another video by Centipede Geek. Today I'm going to discuss my thoughts and opinions upon an ABC television series with the name of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm going to talk about my thoughts and opinions upon episode 11 titled The Magical Place. And without any further ado, let's go and get to it, shall we? This episode is, of course, the first episode back in the year of 2014. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has made its return, and overall, I love this episode. Pretty much what happened last time was Phil Coulson has been kidnapped by the Centipede Corporation, and in this episode we find out some very interesting things. Pretty much what this whole episode is dealing with is Coulson finding out little hints and details of how he was brought back to life and that whole ordeal. It's pretty much about the S.H.I.E.L.D. Corporation, his group of people trying to find out where Coulson is, trying to find out where he is, and Coulson slowly coming to realize how he was actually brought back to life. That's the gist of episode 11 titled The Magical Place for the ABC television series with the name of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Overall, I loved this episode. This is definitely one of my favorite episodes so far. The best thing about this show is definitely the underlining element. What happened in Tahini? Was he brought back to life? Did Agent Coulson die? That's definitely the most interesting little back element about the show. Yes, it's sort of like a police procedural where they go on like different missions every time, finding superheroes, finding bad guys, finding special powerful little hidden objects and stuff like that. But I love the little back element about the show, the little interesting element of how did Phil Coulson, how was he brought back to life? We find out some crucial elements in this episode to lead us to those hints. Just so you guys know, there will be major spoilers in this video, so if you have not seen the episode, go ahead and click pause. Otherwise, keep watching, right? Because here we go. One of the biggest things we find out is that Coulson did in fact die, and that he was actually dead for several days. In fact, he was actually experimented on. He was actually experimented on roughly about 7 times, it seems like, and we don't know all the details yet, but we are given a little hint in this episode. And one of those biggest things is that when they brought back Agent Coulson, they took away his will to live. He actually wanted to die in that operating room, so he actually did not want to, so they actually went against his will. General Fury went against his will, brought him back to life, which took away his will to live. So I love that whole little interesting element there. Definitely the best parts of this episode were towards the end, where you saw like this weird looking machine, where the doctor said, this is ungodly. This weird looking machine where half of Phil Coulson's head was chopped off, and it was working on his brain. That was definitely the best scene in the episode. I loved where they revealed that little element to it. It was a great concept, and overall a very entertaining episode. This episode couldn't have been any better, and it couldn't have been any worse, because it was such a fun episode to watch. I'm really wondering where this whole magical restoration, this whole mechanical thing working on his head, I'm really wondering where this interesting element of the story is going to go. If you guys have any theories or speculation, go ahead and comment on the comment board below, because I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about the episode. Overall, I really enjoyed it, and I really have nothing bad to say about it, because I like that whole scene where he says, let me die, let me die. That was a great scene, some great writing, and overall just a very fun and entertaining episode, and that's about all I have to say. Just it's very entertaining, and just this best thing about it is definitely the fact, the whole will to live. That was just such a great, interesting element that I really didn't expect to see from a show like this. I didn't expect that whole, I guess back element. I expected sort of, a police procedural, and then I got something a little bit more, so that overall was very, I guess you could say, very refreshing. Once again, thanks for watching another video by Centipede Geek for my ABC television series review of episode 11 titled The Magical Place for the series with the name of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Once again, thanks for watching another video by Centipede Geek. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my page below, and I'll see you guys later with more videos by Centipede Geek.